Hello, my name is Grimlock. I'm a player of Arcane Odyssey. I don't contribute much to the community, except one time I found a bug. It was pretty bad. I like to say, there's a disclaimer. Do not harass the person, people, or persons mentioned in this video. Everybody here is just thinking what they're thinking, and everybody here is trying to be in the right. Um, there's going to be a lot of ums, because I don't know how to edit. So if you could please leave some editing advice in the comment section, that would be preferred. Thank you. Now let's get on with this. Oh, one more thing. I'm doing this because I think it's the right thing to do. If this guy turns out to be exploiting in the future, then oopsie. But I believe as of June, as of June 2026, this guy is not exploiting. That's what I believe. All right. Okay. So this is the first screenshot. A little context. He was doing treasure charting, but he cannot remember much of the information. So I made this Google Doc or Google Slide, honestly. I made this Google Slide because, again, I think it's the right thing to do. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. But he was basically banned by the anti-cheat for either opening a sealed chest or completing a bunch of treasure charts. We're going to mention treasure charts a lot, so keep this in mind. So this is the first one. So as you can see, we have Code and Waffles. Shout out to these guys for moderating. Well, I don't know if you can really give him a shout out because this guy got banned. So I don't really know if you would want to actually shout him out, but you know, shout out to being a person, that's literally it. Here's the second one. Basically, the problem with Arcane Odyssey is that you can get banned by the anti-cheat without actually exploiting, because the anti-cheat is triggered by a bunch of circumstances, I believe, that you have to meet a certain requirement basically. That's mostly by exploiting, but you can also meet that requirement by you can also meet that requirement by just doing stuff. Like what I mean stuff, you like let's say you let's say you open a few legendary chests, all right? You can get banned for that. Now, legitimately, you can find that. You can find legendary chests legitimately, but you have to be very lucky. In this situation, in these circumstances, you this guy was banned for being very lucky. Oh, he made several tickets, the maximum being three, because he has the reason why he made several tickets is because, well, quite literally is I'm trying to word this correctly. I'm really trying. I'm not reading off a script. I don't make scripts. Oh, this is like my first video ever. Well, not really, but like my first video in a while because I only have like 6 subscribers. I don't really care about benefiting off this video. Like I said, I'm doing what I think is right. But this is second appeal. The reason why he had to make multiple appeals is because quite literally, now this might be the dumbest crap you've ever heard, but there was not enough evidence provided by him to defend himself. He got banned. He can't. He wasn't unbanned because he couldn't defend himself. He can't remember everything. Okay. One thing I would like to criticize about the Arcane Odyssey game moderator system is that you can't be expected to. They expect you to record everything, like if possible, record everything. So that was as of today. I was telling this guy trying to make a YouTube video about it because there's a guy named Vayfaz who got banned for pink magma. In case you don't know what pink magma is, there was a if you Hecatede, which is like allowing you to change in your magic. If you Hecatede with magma, it would there's a very rare chance that there's a very rare chance that you could get pink magma visuals, which would be magma but pink. Well, it's in the name. And they thought it was exporting. But let's be honest. If you're exporting on Arcane Odyssey, let's also be honest. Arcane Odyssey makes a lot of people angry with the direction it's going in right now. So if I was exploiting, I would do more than just do subtle things. Subtle things. I would break the game, but I can exploit. Like I don't even know how to code. Well, I only know how to do print statements. That's literally it. I only know how to do print statements. Lua is a very crappy language, but like I said, but so eventually after a while he got unbanned because I think it took a developer to unban him. because they tried replicating the bug. Multiple people tried replicating this bug and they just couldn't, so they decided to ban him. I'm going this off of I'm not. I don't have a second monitor, so I'm just. Well, I could use my phone, but like, I'm not doing that. I'm focused on trying to help this guy get unbanned. I'm acting like a lawyer for some reason. I'm a public defender for this guy. So here he makes an interesting point. If I'm going to get banned for being too lucky with getting multiple mythical charts in a row, then why does the game let me get them in the first place? When you code something, you have to look. When you code a system, an anti-cheat, you are doing it for the purpose of exploiters, not for innocent people. When innocent people get banned, you start to question that system because so you can make it better, right? And I believe he's right. If you're going to implement a system and want cheaters to be punished, you must account for at least the tiniest percentage or the small majority or the small majority, that's a contradicting statement. The tiniest percentage of people banned might be innocent and just stumbled into something that can be perceived as cheating, but quite literally is not cheating. What I'm trying to say is you're not exploiting even though it looks like you're exploiting. You're literally not, no matter what, you're not exploiting. This might not make sense, but if you put yourself in Charles Burner's shoes right here, and you got accused of something, whether the severity of the crime, well, this isn't a crime, but like this is a literal Lego game. This is a Lego Wizard Pirate game, as somebody said. So we have Zeno over here, and I think Zeno in this situation is actually a really good person in this situation. I think everybody in this situation is good. I just think that it's just bad because like if you go, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's like it's yeah, right here. The evidence is just damning. Now, right here, I don't know what he's referring to when he says evidence, because there quite literally is no evidence unless he was reported. Which, if he was reported, the person who reported him is anonymous. They quite literally cannot give out the name of who reported him. But if he was reported, then the quote unquote evidence is probably just like two screenshots of this guy like opening either sealed chests or like finishing treasure charts and mythical charts at that in a small amount of time, like let's say 5 seconds. He probably, uh, I don't really know how to explain it. I'm really just trying to do my best. But yeah, Zeno here is really trying to help out. But the problem is Charles Burner can't remember. He cannot remember. He cannot remember all the details because he claims he was playing from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Which, mind you, if you are playing very late in the night, did you know? Did you know that if you're playing very late in the night, you'll become tired? Yeah, this is new tech by God. New tech by God. God implemented the system of the human body to get tired. So basically, he's playing on 1%. You picked up a sealed chest, a sealed chest, a sealed chest, and got banned. Yes, I've tried appealing before this on this situation. I was auto banned for buying tagged auction items, which might you I don't know. Okay, when he means buying tagged auction items, he means duped ones, I assume, because there have been times where people duped headless and try to sell them. Mind you, headless is like the rarest thing in the game, or maybe it's a Hecate essence. Who knows? Um, yeah. But it seems in all these screenshots right now, he can actually recall some decent information. So good job to Charles Burner. But yeah, it was not this location. So it would be the area on top of the building to the left of the blacksmiths. Whatever area in the game is left of the blacksmiths on top of that. We saw a screenshot in Discord in the Arcane Odyssey or VTEX Games Discord, and it would show the ban message. If we go back to the very first, yeah, we tried geoguessing because before we saw this image, we tried geoguessing. It was like, oh, this is gonna be pretty easy. After we saw this image, yeah, he's screwed. He's literally screwed because we can't do anything about it. We literally, it's either Cassia Bay, Palo Town, or hold on, it's either Ravenna, Cassia Bay, Palo Town, or it's literally an island with sand, and there's literally nothing we can do about it because Cause the poor boy panicked. All right, cause he got banned. When you get banned for like maybe the first time, you're not. I'm not gonna say everyone is gonna react the same. I'm just gonna say most people will not will be surprised. Most people will be surprised because they want to know what they did wrong. Now, if you're an exploiter, eventually it's the mindset of, oh, I'm gonna get banned eventually. I should do as much damage before I get banned. But yeah, there's no way it's Frostmo. Well, yeah, there's no snow in the background, Jack. The game time was also in the morning, and there was also a weather cloud just to add on it. Well, I don't. Frostmo gets really bright at daytime. Okay, off topic, but it's been like 3 years, and like Frostmo has been so bright. I could probably go blind. Like in the daytime, the lighting on Frostmo is so bad. It's not bad as in like as in low quality. It's bad as in like you can probably go blind for that. Now this video isn't as professional, but maybe like 2 years from now, I could probably revisit this situation, and maybe if all goes well, he'll be unbanned right now. But I don't think that's possible because I unfortunately am not a good YouTuber. I don't know what I'm doing, but I like to say I'm just giving my input on this situation because I really want to help this guy get unbanned because he got banned and he lost seasonals and Stunkins and 700 hours worth of time. Now, one thing I don't understand is why they when they ban you, they just tell you to make an alt account. If let's say they told an exploiter that, all right? If they told an exploiter, why do they just tell you that just make an alt account, dude? If a guy was exploiting, of course he would. Of course he would. But if a guy's not exploiting, he's obviously not just going to make an alt account, right? Because he's going to stand his ground. He's going to make as at least 3 tickets about it, or at least the maximum amount of tickets he can make, which is like 3. He's going to make many tickets, all right? He's going to try to get his 700 hours back, all right? Because 700 hours, it may not seem like a lot of time now, but when you spend time on Arcane Odyssey, which is a very addicting game, by the way, even though it's not the funnest game on Roblox, but like, as a guy with like as a guy with nearly 1,700 hours, uh, I do have to say, if I got banned from the game, I would not be happy because I spent 1,700 hours across 3 years, which may not seem like a lot per day, but I can tell you there were times that I didn't get on this game. There were times I didn't even want to touch my computer at all. But I tell you, man, this game is pretty fun sometimes. And like I said, 1,700 hours across 3 years, that's a lot. And you can't just expect somebody to get that back because that's another 3 years, man. All right, you don't know how long. I mean, in fact, fleets in this economy have ruined everything. So a headless is like worth 50 million. All right, let's say you had headless. Okay, that dude is never getting that back. Charles is never getting his headless back. Let's say he had a headless, he's never getting it back because he got banned. But thanks to Zeno, there's actually a professional take on this case. Like what I'm trying to say is, Zeno actually tried. See, I tried my best, unfortunately, but no. So Carflow underscore Blythe, Charles Burner in this instance, is confused on why he was banned from Arcane Odyssey. He opened several tickets desperate to prove his innocence, only to accept it as hopeless. Now, I don't mean to paint this as corny, but I quite literally did not have any other way to type this. I literally did not know how to type this at all. So, like I said, Grimlock, I made this Google slide video to assist him in impossible, in possibly being unbanned. Vapaz is another. Oh my god, the amount of spelling errors, bro. Oh my god. Hold on, bro. We're gonna edit this as we speak. All right, all right. Is another YouTuber who was previously now unbanned as of June 20th. Yeah, that's today's date. June 20th, 2026. And accused of exploiting by game moderators on Arcane Odyssey. You can watch Vayfaz's channel. You can watch the videos. If you click this link, I'll put the Google slide, the slideshow in the link in the no in the description, so you guys can go look at it. I've set it to people can look at it. You can tell me if it's not working, or ping me in the Discord server. Just don't ping me too much, because like I'm a human being. I'm uh I don't like being pinged often, like literally every single minute. I don't like being pinged like that. But yeah. So in summary, you could say the Arcane Odyssey anti-cheat is not very professional. It's a Lego Wizard pirate game. It's not gonna be professional. But there's also instances where someone is perceived as exploiting, and they literally have never scripted in their life. Hand on the Bible, this guy, I believe, is innocent.